Hi, my name is Matthew Combalecer, and today I'll be talking about the Filipino historic figure, Larry Itliong. Itliong was born in San Nicolas, Philippines on October 25th, 1913. From an early age, he knew he wanted to become a lawyer to fight for the common people's rights. At 14, Itliong migrated to the US with intentions of earning a law degree, but things did not go as planned. His arrival to the US started in Alaska in 1929, and from there he moved to Montana and then to California. He also had a very open and blunt communication style and used old-school tactics such as strike. Although Iliang wasn't able to pursue his dream job, he remained passionate about defending poverty rights. He joined his first strike in 1930, which was the same year he joined the work union in Alaska. Iliang was a man of many languages. He spoke six different Philippine dialects and even became fluent in English, Cantonese, Japanese, and Spanish. His workers were impressed by his multiple languages. Besides learning new languages and migrating to the US, he also served in the US Army from 1936 to 1943. He did so in order to gain US citizenship from serving in World War II. From there, he went straight back to fighting for laborers' rights. He also founded the Filipino Farm Labor Union in 1956, and in 1959 he became a leader and organizer of the Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee, otherwise known as AWOC. Larry Itliong led a strike with a mixed group of minority grape workers in September 1965. Many Filipino farm workers looked up to him for guidance. The strike was for better pay, benefits, and safety, as Filipinos were working fields for less than a dime an hour, so it was unfair for them to be working under conditions that they did, especially for such little pay. Itliong joined forces with Cesar Chavez and other Mexican American farm workers, but Itliong primarily led the strike. Chavez originally didn't want to join forces, but after Itliong told Chavez how much it would have affected both of them if he didn't join, he was convinced. In this picture included, you can see that Chavez and a bunch of other people, who seem to be following him, are on strike. Itliong identified as Filipino, but he wasn't just fighting for only Filipinos. Essential farm laborers of the minorities in California weren't getting treated with the respect they deserved, whether it was pay or benefits. He wanted immigrant workers, including himself, to get recognition for how hard they worked. The farm workers wanted anything better than what they had at the time, and as the Filipino population was growing, they needed raises, benefits, and healthcare. More specifically, Inleong was confronting the mistreatment of immigrant workers and the difficult journeys they all shared in common upon settling in the United States. Throughout American history, many immigrants share the same blueprint of hardship despite the different situations they might have faced. Itliong co-founded the Agricultural Workers Organizing Committee alongside Philip Vera Cruz, another notable Filipino immigrant farm worker with similar ideologies as Itliong. Itliong influenced not only Filipino Americans, but Mexican American and Japanese farm workers as well. These groups, despite their different ethnicities, joined forces for this strike, and it served as an example that such unity can bring forth necessary change in the United States. He also led the Delano grape strike alongside Cesar Chavez. As a result of the successful Delano grape strike, the farm laborers were granted a contract in which they signed that included a pay raise, healthcare benefits, and safety protections. Unfortunately, the benefits mostly affected Mexican American laborers rather than Filipino American laborers. As a result of collective bargaining, the residential Mexican American laborers were favored over the seasonal Filipino American counterparts. Due to this reason, Cesar Chavez has been given a lot more recognition than Larry Itliong, but as of recently, efforts have been made to spread awareness on Itliong's contribution. Here's a quote by Larry Itliong, where he speaks of how Filipinos started the strike and their Mexican American counterparts came right after. Based off this quote, it seems to me that Itliong really wanted to emphasize that Filipinos started the strike first in order to make his recognition known, since a lot of people gave recognition to Chavez and his laborers first. He then talks about how this quickly formed a bond and they united as one group of people for this strike. After the successful Delano grape strike, the labor laws changed according to what this group of minority farm laborers were striking against, and their work was a lot more fair, safe, and beneficial for laborers from henceforward. This concludes my presentation, and here are some sources that I used for the majority of this presentation. Thanks for watching, and I hope you